Hey guys, it's Jake and Marie. Camping season is not over yet. We are back in Tofino. It's about mid-November and we scored one of the best oceanfront, beachfront properties in Tofino. So we're staying literally right next to the ocean and the spot has been on our bucket list for so long. It's literally the last couple of days of camping season. This campground is actually going to close as soon as we leave. So I can't believe we're camping in November. Everywhere else in Canada literally has snow right now. So it's really great to be out here and we love Tofino. We're staying for a couple of nights. We have a bunch of really good camp meals that we wanted to try out before the end of the season is over. So we have a lot of good food. We've got firewood, amazing views, good company. And yeah, we're really excited to hang out in Tofino for the couple of days. I've just got to say, I think this is going to be our best camp and cook video yet. So really excited to hang out in Tofino with you guys.
So we just had our long travel day from Vancouver to Tofino. It's a pretty long drive. With the ferry, it's probably about 6 or 7 hours. So we're pretty hungry. Like I said, we packed tons of good food. So I'm going to whip up some flatbread pizzas. Rosie's going to have some treats.
We're starting with a little snack plate. We've got a bunch of chopped veggies, fruit, salami, cheeses, and pita chips, and a little bit of dip. Campground pizza beside the ocean. You've outdone yourself, Jake. And for Rosie tonight, she's having her absolute favorite. We feed Rosie Origin pet food because it's made on something called whole prey nutrition. That means that it's made with the most nourishing parts of the animal, like the meat, the organs, the bones, just how nature intended. Origin recipes are also made with the first 5 ingredients being animal meat, and that's pretty rare to find in pet foods these days, so we really like that as well. Origin also uses a mix of different kinds of meat like red meat, poultry, fish. This kind of gives variety because, you know, animals aren't supposed to eat the exact same thing every day. Origin believes in feeding pets the way that nature intended and inspiring more time outdoors with your best friend. And honestly, that is so great for us. That's exactly what we like to do. Origin knows that life is just so much better with your dog around, and Origin helps us make the most of our time together. Come here. Come here. Good girl. So we made it. We unpacked everything and immediately started cooking. This is a camp and cook video after all. We made a little snack plate. Jake made us some campfire pizzas. Actually, we made it over the stove, but you can also make that over the campfire, which would be really cool. We're gonna get the fire going in a little bit here. Anyway, we love Tofino. Rosie loves Tofino. This is one of the first places that we ever took Rosie on a road trip. Back when we got her, we were road tripping BC in our camper van for the very first time. And one of the very first places that we stayed with her was Tofino. So it's always super special when we get to come back here and bring Rosie and spend time together and just kind of, you know, enjoy some of the best of BC. Anyway, we're staying at Bella Pacifica campgrounds. We've never stayed here before, but the unique part of this campground is that we're actually staying directly on Mackenzie Beach. We usually don't check out this beach, but it's so popular with the surfers. And then yeah, you get to camp literally beachfront. Usually these places are all sold out, so we're super lucky that we scored this at the end of the season. It's actually also one of the most expensive campgrounds that I've ever had.
It's worth it.
That we've ever had to pay for, but it's totally worth it. I honestly can't wait to just like fall asleep next to the ocean and the sound of the waves. So that's going to be like a really cool, unique BC camping experience.
Over here. Okay. So just to touch on that point about why we love Tofino so much, It was actually one of the first places that we brought Rosie in the van. And so that was about 5 or 6 years ago. So I just wanted to tell you guys the story of how we got Rosie. We were living in the van and we drove across the country for the first time. We had just gotten to Alberta, and I guess Marie was looking at puppy ads on online. And then she told me that we had a FaceTime with a lady and potentially we were going to be getting a golden retriever. So we had the FaceTime with the lady and we really loved Rosie. So we decided to go pick her up at a Walmart outside of Calgary. And she's been with us ever since. So one of the best parts about that story is that Rosie had actually been picked up by somebody else and then dropped back off at the owner's house because it wasn't the right fit. So Rosie was kind of the runt of the litter and never got picked up. And we kind of showed up at the right time to get her.
So since we picked up Rosie when we were in the camper van, she had a really great start to life with us. We brought her on our road trip. She got to see, I guess after Alberta, we went straight to Vancouver Island. So we lived out here and explored Tofino for quite some time. And it's honestly one of the best memories of when we first got Rosie.
So we just had a really nice little walk on the beach. Rosie got to run around a little bit off leash. And we're gonna go back and get a fire going. We are back at camp and just gonna get dinner going. I've just started chopping some wood, and for dinner we are having shrimp tacos. We got some shrimp last night and I marinated it, and I also made lime crema sauce with jalapeno. So it's all homemade. We made it last night and packed it for tonight. It's gonna be amazing. All right, let's get going on shrimp tacos. And there's my nice lime crema mix that I made at home, and some slaw. Not bad.
Yeah, meals.
Sauce is so good. It was so easy to make. It was just sour cream, jalapeno, half a lime, and cilantro. And then I mixed it all up in a blender and brought it with us.
It was easy because most of the prep for this one was done at home, so amazing camp meal. Kind of just ending the night around the fire. The sun's going down. We just made some s'mores with those Pillsbury pumpkin cookies. I was so excited about that one. Jake made us some shrimp tacos for dinner, and you know what? One of the best things about camping is cooking and eating. So this is a really, really great night, and we're kind of just winding down now and listening to the waves. It gets dark at like 5 p.m. now, so you know what? We got the fire, we got good company. Good night.
Good morning, guys, from our beautiful camp spot in Tofino. We've been up for an hour or so and had a couple coffees already, and I'm gonna get going on making some breakfast. So we've got some pancakes, bacon, and some blueberry for on the pancakes. It's gonna be really good, and then we're gonna take Rosie for a nice little walk on the beach. And breakfast for Rosie.
Good girl.
Which one do you want, Rosie?
This one. Good morning from camp. We just had breakfast. Jake made us pancakes, bacon, a little bit of fruit. It was honestly so nice after like a gloomy, rainy morning. So breakfast was great. We had coffee with whipped cream, which was also delicious. Rosie's down here. Rosie's down here finishing her breakfast. She had Origin wet foods this morning and absolutely loves it. Anyways, it's a beautiful morning. I think we're gonna go for a nice little rainforest walk, take Rosie to one of her favorite trails. There's a couple of beaches that we might go check out, and yeah, maybe we should go spend some time in Tofino town.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Thank you. just got back from our favorite little hike in Tofino. That was the rainforest walk. It's one of the most beautiful boardwalk trails in Tofino. Every time we visit, we always make sure to take Rosie out on that trail. Sorry, I just want to point out how hilarious it is. Like, our vehicle is packed to the brim every time we go on a road trip, so. And then we just have Rosie back there.
She gets the whole back seat.
Yeah, Rosie gets the whole back seat. Anyway, that was a beautiful walk. It still hasn't started raining yet, so it's kind of been a perfect day for us. I think we're gonna go into Tofino town and, you know, do a little bit of walking around before we head back to our campsite.
A fire going, and we're gonna make some chili hot dogs for dinner. We're gonna roast them over the fire. It's gonna be really good. And it's another beautiful night, night 2 of camping in Tofino, and again, what an absolute treat.
Yeah. Beyonce, make me a dog. Hi, Rosie. Good morning, guys. So we just woke up in Tofino. It's our last morning, and oh my goodness, we were up so late last night because the Aurora was out in, I don't know, pretty much all of Canada. It was so magnetic and electric that it was even reaching all the way down to the States. It was pretty cloudy here, but as soon as we saw that it was happening, I started getting alerts on my phone. We ran down to the beach, and yeah, it was amazing. We weren't even facing north, but it was just so overhead that we could see, I don't know, beautiful greens, purples, pinks. That's our second time seeing the Aurora, and that was a fluke. We literally weren't expecting anything. That was honestly so cool. So yeah, Jake's just packing up now. We just taken down the tent. We'll head back to Vancouver, and this is a great camping trip in Tofino. Also, no videos of the Aurora because it was obviously dark, and I don't really know how to take videos of the Aurora properly. I can only take photos with long exposure, so that's what we got. Actually, maybe Jake can like plug in some of our iPhone photos that we took of the Aurora last night over here. Did you have fun, Rosie? Was that a good camping trip? Oh. Oops, did the pillow fall on you?
better. Thanks, Mom. Hey, girl.